Yes people, welcome to week 2 of the Trail to Snowdon series. Don't worry if you've not seen week 1, I can fill you in, or you can watch the video which will be linked up here. But we have Snowdon Trail Marathon on July 12th. It is currently May 27th, I think. It's Tuesday. The reason we're on week 2 is because it was week 1 last week. No, but the reason is I got injured, tore my hip flexor or busted my hip flexor pretty bad. I was on crutches. If you've not seen any of that, check back further in the history of my videos. And so I've been worrying, it's been touch and go whether I'm gonna be able to make it. But I did a lot of strength work, a lot of fitness cardio stuff while I was out, nursing myself back to health. And I'm back. Last week was my first week back. Obviously very minimal running, nice and easy. And this week it's more of the same, to be honest. We've got a trail run today, strength session this morning, and then we've also got hot yoga tonight. So a triple day, but done in the right way, where I'm looking after myself. Leg is still achy, my left ankle isn't feeling 100%. I think it's plantar fasciitis, but that's from my mechanics and stuff. So I think if I run with the right mechanics and do the right rehab and prehab for all my left side as well as my right, we'll be golden. More of that to come. I've also got plenty of gear that I want to talk about in this video and do a mini review for each one. Right, let's start climbing up this hill. It's about 8k, I'm doing it by time really. So it's 40 minutes to 60 minutes today. Nothing too crazy, but boy, is it good to be outside. Yeah! My main aim today is to try and get my cadence up to 180. Now when I'm flying along at top speed, you know, at my 5k pace, that's easy. But when I'm running a bit slower, I find that so much harder. So I've got my lap cadence on, so just did 173 average for that kilometre. So we've got to up our game. It feels so weird, like bouncing along quickly as the rain comes down even harder. But it's what I need to do, because I think that's going to help my mechanics, my foot strike, all engage properly, rather than get a bit lazy and yeah, throw everything off. And that's going to be important when it comes to marathon running, because when you're tired, you've got to try and keep those mechanics, keep the glutes engaged. And that's why strength training is the key for me to do better at marathons and half marathons. It's not necessarily changing what I do running wise, it's everything else around that. Hence why I'm doing strength twice a week, yoga once a week, and a whole lot of mobility and stretching pretty much every day. Oh, my arm's getting tired because of a bit of the gym. Have I mentioned that? Okay, first thing I want to do a mini review on in this is this Vaga Fell Cap. I keep referring to it as a trail cap, which is basically the same thing, but it's their second edition. It's waterproof, it's super lightweight, it's lovely and deep on the sides, so in conditions like this it's absolutely perfect. But it's hot today and I'm not overheating, so it's doing a good job of keeping my head pretty cool at the same time as keeping all the rain off of it. Obviously you're going to sweat inside it, so you're going to get wet hair and all that stuff, but it's the perfect shape and definitely something I'm going to be using all through autumn and winter. Maybe not on a super hot summer's day, because there's other hats that Vaga do. The Featherlight cap, for example, is absolutely amazing for that. I've got 2 of those. So yeah, Vaga sent me this and asked me to try it out, so I thought I'd do a little mini review on it. But I highly recommend it. It's not cheap, it's like 36 quid, but you can get all sorts of discount codes from people. I've not got any, sadly, but I'll go shout out if you want to give me one. That'd be lovely. But you can get them for cheaper with a discount code, so I would definitely do that. Right, it's that time of the run, people. We've got to practice with the poles and we've got to practice getting them out. So Here we go. Oh, in these conditions as well. Come on, baby. It will be easier. Send a message in the comments for what I could be doing differently. Hang on. Right, we got there. Let's unsheath these bad boys and get climbing up this hill. Found some big ass steps to practice. So I reckon there's going to be a few of those in Snowdon. It's good to get some terrain in, even though down where we are in the south, we've got nothing close. We've got the South Downs, but it's not quite the same as Snowdonia. But we make do what we got. Oh, I'll be doing reps of this in a few weeks' time to really hone those skills. But for now, just once is fine. Right, the other piece of equipment that I absolutely love is these Harrier Helvellyn Pro carbon poles. They do all sorts of different ones now, and these are the fixed height, so you have to put how tall you are in, and it works it all out. But they're so light, they go into my pack. I mean, me getting them out of the pack and in the pack is nothing to do with the poles. That's entirely my issue and the Salomon Quivers issue. But yeah, I cannot recommend these enough. They're super strong. I've done Beachy Head Marathon with them and plenty of other long runs, and they help so much. People think it's just on the steep stuff, but where I think they really come into their own is like those slight uphill gradients. Just having that extra bit of oomph every time you use them, it's a game changer. I tell you, when I did Beachy Head a year and a half ago, hardly anyone was using them, and towards the end of the marathon I finished really strong, and I put it down to these bad boys. And Seb was the same. He had the poles last year, where you can see the video, and he absolutely smashed it at the end. And I think it's just saving yourself bits of effort using these is the way to go. And they're also easy when you're running with them. I'll show you. You don't have to put them away every time. I just run with them sort of like this. You can either have both together, or you can fold them and run with them. You can put them in the front of your pack. You can put them looping on belts, and they're so light you really don't notice. They don't bounce. So if you're doing any sort of trail running, trail race, hiking, these are the things to look at, because yeah, they are way cheaper than the equivalents. And people think, oh, the quality is obviously not as good, but that is just not true. These are just as good, if not better. So I highly recommend them. Harrier's a great British company, small team, family team, doing really good things. Got loads of cool vests, really nice jackets, all sorts. For days like today, absolutely ideal. So yeah, definitely check them out. Right, we're about 5k in, going across the top of Highdown. As you can see, where the conditions are suboptimal, but I love suboptimal. It's actually so nice. Got the wind behind me, or blowing to the side. No one's around. Oh, trail running is just, I just love it. It's the mountain biking of running. Like I've said many times, I love road running. It's definitely got a place in my heart. But breaking it up with some nice trail runs, there's just nothing else. Really helps the ankles. It's really helping my hips. You know, you automatically have to slow down. You've got varied efforts, uphill, downhill. It's just, and you're in nature, man, which is way better than the A27. For me anyway, I find that a bit more relaxing. Oh, look at that. You beauty. Right, let's use the poles downhill. Okay. Right, let's get these bad boys back in. I'm about to go on the road now. So, like I said, they're super easy. You press a button, squidge it in, and they fold like that. And then you can either attach them to your front like that, or you come in on your back like that. Or, if you're stupid like me, you can spend a load of money on a quiver thinking that's going to be cool and fast, and do it like this. Ooh! Hey! That's not bad. Done well there. Right, so my third thing is something else I've been sent by the insole company called Enertor. They've got like Usain Bolt on there, like one of their athletes and all that sort of stuff. And they just sent me a message being like, can we send you some insoles? Try them out, let us know. And that was at the beginning of my injury, and I said, well, yeah, I will, but it's going to be like 9 weeks. I put them in my daily shoes that I wear, so I wear Night Pegasus trails just to work, and I'm a deputy head in the Senko, but in the afternoons I teach PE to a range of different ages of kids and stuff, so I'm very active most days, and I was wearing them in those, and to be honest, I took my other soles out and put these ones in, so the whole point of them is they're like 51% more shock absorption, they're do all sorts of things. It's like say all these amazing things that are going to solve all your injury problems. And I was like, okay, I'll try them out. The trouble is, I put them in my Pegasus Trail 4s, and they made my foot so high up, even though I took the other insoles out, it was like hitting the top of the shoe. So it wasn't the most comfortable, but I've worn them for like 3 or 4 weeks now, and I've bedded them in a little bit more, and I've got used to them more. But I've chucked them in these bad boys, my Saucony Exodus Ultra ones. And they are a dream. They're like super comfy. Now the main thing that I love about them is they've got a high arch. They bring your arch up, and I love that in my Alpha Flies, and I think that's where I'm going wrong with my foot hurting a bit. When I'm running slower, I'm not engaging my foot and getting what's called the windlass effect, where you're basically pushing off and bringing your toes up, and that your fascia supports that way. When I'm running slowly, my fascia is not doing much and it's getting a bit battered, is how I see it, because I don't hurt it when I'm running faster. So I need to do quicker cadence, so I'm replicating the speed of toe off over and over rather than slowing down my cadence. And these are working a treat. I mean, this is the first run I've done in them, but I can definitely feel it. They're nice and cushioned, so going together with the trail shoes, they're brilliant. So initial things they're fantastic. I did email Enertor, I replied to them saying, oh, I'm running now, what do you want to do? And they've just not got back to me, they've ignored me. So I might just be giving them free exposure, and they don't really care, but that's fine, whatever. They sent me these for free, and I'm using them, and I do really like them. I think they're quite expensive. I don't know what the price is, like 30, 40, I think like £40. Would I buy them? I'm not sure at the moment. If it means I can run, I can use these for Snowdon and use them as my trail shoes, brilliant. I want to put them in my Evo SLs, but they're like glued in, the insoles of the Evo SL, so it's a bit of a gamble. I've got to rip those out, chuck these in, and then see how they pan out. But that'll be a bit of a test to see what they feel like in those other ones. It's absolutely tipping it down. But yeah, for trail and for wearing in these shoes, really nice. Big fan of them. So yeah, they get my thumbs up for. Okay, we're on the final part. We're 7.5k in. We're gonna be about 9k, I think, which perfect really. That'll do me. I'm absolutely soaked through, but I've had so much fun. I absolutely love it. I love it when you get like a hard trail run. It's lovely. It's not too cold. If anything, I'm too hot wearing all this stuff. Oh, but yeah, hot yoga after this, which is going to be a nice, lovely, relaxing treat. Perfect thing to stretch and recover, and then club night tomorrow, day off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got plenty to be doing, so I might edit this and send it out before the end of the week and do it in 2 parts, because I don't want them to be too long. Yeah, come on. The windsock on the camera is hopefully doing its job, and hopefully you get a bit of an idea of the wind and the rain. Oh, beautiful. The final item I want to talk about are the Sums socks. Sums sent me some socks, some road ones and some checker ones, which are slightly different compression levels, and I've been wearing them. I'm not wearing them today, so I'm wearing them so much in the wash, but they're amazing. They're going to be my go-to for any hard workout, race, PB effort, because they are super comfy, they look great, they're nice compressive, they're not too thick, so it's exactly what you want. I think you can get 3 for a certain discount. Again, I've not got a discount code, but there are definitely ones out there, so have a look around. Again, they're not cheap like the hat, but you get what you pay for, and having something that feels good on your head, something that feels good on your feet makes a huge difference. So highly recommend Sums. Small company, few people working for them, lovely guys, and so support them, and I'll certainly be wearing them. Oh my god, this wind! Okay, that is the run done in what can only be described as pretty abysmal conditions, but abysmal is the opposite of my mood right now. After 9 weeks out, that was an absolute treat. To be in nature, in the elements, honestly, don't take it for granted. If you've not been injured for a long time, you're probably taking your running for granted. So if you are, just take a moment just to remember what it's like not to be able to run, and be thankful that you can, because I most certainly am doing that. And if you are currently injured, you will get there. I got there, you can get there. It takes time. I've had lots of people contacting me who are injured, telling me their stories, and please keep doing that. Give me a chance to try and support you and give any advice from my own experiences, but you will get there. Just take it step by step. Try and do cross training where you can. Try and fill in the gaps while you're injured. If it's not hurting your injury, do those things, because yeah, like I said in my other video, I'm feeling really good. I'm holding myself back from going faster. So hopefully the cardio is all there. I've just got to keep building my leg up and all my muscles and stuff, which is absolutely what I am 100% committed to at the moment. So glad to feel that it is working. Yeah, including this nice long cool down, which I definitely need. Anyway, right, catch you later. Yeah.